Hello Drive Radio fans, Richard Rush here today with my dad, John Rush, behind the camera. And today we're going to look at the 2017 Civic Hatchback Sport. So what's new for 2017? Well, the main thing that's new is you're actually looking at it right now. They redesigned completely the Civic for 2016. They've now added this hatchback model for 2017, as well as an available more powerful turbocharged engine. They are also adding, and let me get this right, the Civic Si and the Civic Type R later on this year. So late 2017, you should be seeing those models out. Do some more research. They actually just unveiled the styling for the Civic Si these past couple weeks, so definitely something to check out. But with that being said, Dad, why don't we give them a quick walk around? For those of you who haven't seen the Civic, it's not, let me put it this way, it's not the Civic of old. It's definitely new, revised, a much more aggressive styling aspect to it. You can see they've given it really aggressive lines. The hatchback styling, which we'll show you in the back, includes a few different styles. Some of the different trim levels you can get on the hatchback are the LX, the Sport, the EX, the EXL Navi, or Navi, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, as well as the Sport Touring, all ranging from starting at $19,700 all the way up to $28,300, which is what you're going to start at that Sport Touring model. In terms of what the Sport package gives you on the hatchback, you get the LX equipment, plus you get these 18-inch wheels, which we're showing you right now. You get a more powerful turbocharged engine, actually 6 horsepower more powerful. You also get our fog lights, the center outlet dual exhaust, which is right there. Hopefully you can see with our lighting. And then you also get a different body style, completely more aerodynamic, as some of you are seeing or have seen just a second ago. Rear center armrest, a leather wrapped steering wheel, and a leather wrapped shifter. So obviously you do have this hatchback styling. They've kind of done 2 different spoilers right here, a nice little window for you to look out above. It actually does carry down right into above the Honda logo. You can either open up this back hatch with the key fob, or I'm just going to open it right here and show you what this back portion looks like. A lot more cargo room than the standard sedan. The standard Civic sedan is going to give you 15.1 cubic feet of cargo room. The hatchback, 25.7. Let me lift this up, show you that you do have a spare tire underneath here, as well as, again, a little bit of room to store some different aspects, but really is nice. And actually, Dad, we're going to show them one feature. Let me pull this down here. It's kind of stuck. Let's show them this, which after we put that down, Dad, there is an available privacy screen here as well. It's not equipped on this vehicle. You do have a privacy screen right up here, which is really nice. But the seats can fold down as well, which is a great feature. And actually, let me do that really quick for you. Pull that down. And I'm going to point out that that seat is set for a 6'4" individual. So you'll see that you actually, in order to get that to go all the way down, have to set that forward a little bit. So something to note, it's not completely flat, but it's pretty stinking close. So 60/40 second row seating, which is really nice. Again, this is based obviously off of the sedan styling with the 4 doors rather than the coupe styling. To pull down, no automatic hatch or anything like that, but you just give it a nice strong pull, push that down a little bit farther. I will point out, I really do like this contrast styling. They've given you kind of a black spoiler to blend in with the body back here, and they've also given you the red body color spoiler up top. So really nice, honestly, just some stylish features. Real quick, we don't give the opinion portion this early quite often, but I will say this. Some people are going to love the looks of this car. Some people are going to hate the looks of this car. It's one of those vehicles, kind of like a Jeep Cherokee or honestly, the new Prius. Some people hate it, some people love it. You're just going to have to be the judge. Let's hop here into the back seat. Really nice room here. Let's see, move this snow scraper a little bit over here. We'll put that up as well. This is set for myself and my dad, about 5'9", 5'10" drivers. more than enough room here. Really comfortable, really roomy back seat. I mean, if you had a 6-foot above person here, you might start to get a little bit crammed, but for the most part, relatively nice. Look at the door apportionments. Not a whole lot of soft touch materials, but again, not needed. This car, as it sits right here, $22,000 and some change, a nice cup holder. And you do have down here, let me make sure I can get it. It says, oh, sorry, I apologize. So the center, the cup holders are right here. The cup holders are in the door on both sides, which is again what comes equipped with this vehicle. So really, again, some nice apportionments. Getting in and out is easy. The slope is not too bad at all. It's actually very nice. Dad, I'll see if we can get a little bit better of a view. I know the sun's kind of playing some tricks on us today, but a really nice roomy back seat, something that you don't find typically. More than enough headroom. Actually put a 6-foot plus passenger back there this weekend. Had more than enough room in there, which is really, really nice. So with that being said, let's hop to the front seat and then we'll take a quick drive in the 2017 Honda Civic Hatchback Sport. All right, fans, here we are for the front seat portion, 2017 Honda Civic Hatchback. I want to show you the door apportionments first, as we always try to do. Very, very similar to the back seat. Some nice kind of aluminum style. Obviously, it's not aluminum, but there's some nice different pieces to it, some different soft touch materials on the door. Again, for a $22,000 car, I think it's very well apportioned. Really comfortable seats. You've always got cloth throughout, but you do have a really nice kind of, I guess, accent stripe that they've put down the middle, which we're a fan of. They've taken kind of a carbon fiber look throughout the cabin, really giving this a very sporty style and a sporty feel. We'll get more into the infotainment system here in just a second when we go on our drive. This is a 6-speed manual. You can get a CVT transmission with it. No adaptive cruise. You don't have any blind spot monitoring, anything like that. You've got an eco mode and a brake hold mode, which we'll talk about in the driving portion. Single zone climate control, which isn't a big deal at all, but that's pretty much it for the front seat. Just wanted to give you a brief overview of that. Now let's kind of take a quick drive. We'll close all the doors in the 2017 Honda Civic Hatchback. All right, fans, driving portion, 2017 Honda Civic Hatchback. Going to show you the infotainment system very quickly. Does not have the touch system that is available on this unit, but it's a very simplistic, very easy to use. Your volume knob, tune knob, phone up here, radio and media over here. You can do Bluetooth audio. You can also hook up, I believe it's an iPod, or any USB device, to be honest, for that matter. Again, all of your radios right there. You do have, oh, real quick, let me show you. You do have a reverse camera in here. No dynamic grid lines, but I do want to show you how easy it is to back up. And the camera lets you see, even out of a small, I think it's probably about a 4-inch screen or so, it is a relatively easy thing to see out of. So let's take a quick drive. Again, this does have the updated and more powerful, I want to make sure I've got my sheet here, 4-cylinder engine in it, which is really, really nice. Really works well, especially at our altitude. The turbo, you don't feel too much of a lag or anything like that. Let's actually get going. Sorry, Dad, should have warned you a little bit there. In terms of comfort and smoothness of going throughout, it's not the quietest car on the road by any stretch of the imagination, not the smoothest car on the road, but it is a fun car to drive. Had no issues merging into traffic. The stick shift, the clutch, is really easy, very smooth. Doesn't stick at all, and it's not a very hard clutch, and by that we mean it's not, you can't feel it pressing back. It's just a very, very light, very easy to use. Very big speedometer display. Real quick, I do want to see if we can't make sure and check. Dad, I want to do this while we're driving here really quick, or not driving, and do my best. Miles per gallon, 34 miles per gallon, which is right at what it's rated at. It's rated for, I want to make sure I get this right, 30 and 39 with an average of 33, which is a lot of me driving city, and I have no doubt about it that, Dad, you could get actually a much higher rating in that than I can. This turbocharged engine works fantastic, works flawlessly. Don't really have all else to say. Oh, real quick, before I forget. So 2 things that this vehicle does have that most Civic owners aren't going to be used to. No handheld emergency brake, has an electronic parking brake down here. Also, it has a brake, 2 things on it that are really great. A brake hold function and a hill start assist. So really quick, I'm going to put this into first. I'm going to put the brake hold button on, and I'm actually going to let my foot off the brake, and we are not going anywhere. And and we'll pull out, as soon as I start to let the clutch out and actually push the gas, that's when it starts to go. So for those of you who maybe are looking at this car for your children, whatever it is, and you still want to get them a stick shift, but you don't want to get them, we'll let this gentleman merge. Oh, I guess he's letting us merge, so we'll go here. If you guys are concerned about your children driving a stick shift, for example, this may be the vehicle for you. So not only does it have a hill start assist to prevent you from rolling back, but if someone really is struggling or really is new at driving a stick, you can put that brake hold on and have no issues with them starting, stopping, whatever else it is. It's a great feature. Honda is putting in a lot of their vehicles. It's the first stick shift I have seen it on. Not that it's the first stick shift to be on, but it's just a great overall feature. And as you can see, I think this is a great value for a car, whether it be a first car for a child, your first car in general. If you live in an urban environment, maybe you just like the look of a Civic, you want a car that's going to run for forever, this may be the car for you. Dad, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, just reiterate everything Richard said. Being a Honda, Civic, you can just go back and look through all the years and how well they've done with this particular vehicle, the longevity, the reliability. And to Richard's point, either you love this car, you hate this car as far as the looks go. I personally like the looks of the car. I like the styling, and overall, I think they've done a great job, great price point, and it's just a great economical car that I'm confident I could get 40 miles to the gallon in.
Absolutely, and I think you could if you did it pretty consistently. So 2 thumbs up from us, Honda. For those of you interested in this vehicle, head to your local Honda dealer, check out this vehicle, test drive it, see if you can get all of your cargo in the back that you need to. And if you do that, tell them that John and Richard Rush from Drive Radio sent you.